uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
First in the building, Carlos on deck. Yes, sir. WCS salute, A-side official. Salute to the hottest chat in the MFing game. Better know it. Recognize what's good with it, Carlos. Salute to you on deck once again. Tyrese is in the building. We in here. Indeed, man. We on for another one. You know how I go. Friday don't stop anything, man. You know what I'm saying? I see you with the interviews, my brother. No doubt, no doubt. I had to, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, recon missions, get in, get out. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody know too much anything. And just let your work speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Bodyhead Island. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bodyhead Island. Great time down there. Great time. You know what I'm saying? Great time. Christopher in the building. Salute to you. What's good with it, bro? Salute WCS. Great interview with Half Charlo, brother. No doubt, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for looking at the content, man. Hopefully y'all shared the content. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all shared the content, man. You know, I like going to places where not too many people are going to be. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's called infiltration. You know what I'm saying? It's called breaching the perimeter. It's called covert. You know what I'm saying? It's called covert, goddammit. You get in and you get out. That's what it's all about. Real talk. You get in, get out, man. But first of all, shout out to the hottest chat in the MFing game. A-side. 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 A-side official. You already know, man. That's how we coming with it. The hot grease is from Monday through Sunday. You know what I'm saying? The temperature always going to be that if you stick your motherfucking hand in there, it's getting cooked. You know what I'm saying? Get too close and you're going to get burnt. Period. You see the thumbnail, y'all must have forgot. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about everything that's been going on, right? And I've been saying to myself, right? And I was talking to some peeps down there in Pensacola. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about this situation, how Crawford has pretty much earned his spot. It took him the long road to get there. You know, people act like, you know, history just disappears. You know, if it wasn't for history, what would we do for the present? You know what I'm saying? How can we have a conversation about the way things used to be back in history? You know, I mean, back in the past, if we don't go back in our history and how it changed today. You know what I'm saying? We had to go through some type of experience. And that's what we see in boxing all the time. We see champions come and go. We see fighters come and go. You know what I'm saying? But with this name Crawford, right? I was saying to myself, with everything I see going on with this social media, you know what I'm saying, to the hottest chat in the game, I said, you know what? Crawford earned this spot, but now it's time for WCS to jump ship too. You know what I'm saying? I think it's only right for me to jump ship also, because I hear so many all these other people up here just continue right after the fight was happening. They want to come up here and continue to say, well, it wasn't him. You're talking about grown people. You're talking about people who call themselves a boxing aficionados, hardcore fight fans, die hard, fight fans. And I said to myself, I said, man, it's time for me to switch up too. So I said, once this next ship, like I love what I'm hearing, with Crawford. You know what I'm saying? So that's what even made it even better for me to jump ship, because he's saying that he may potentially have a fight at 148, right? And I said, damn, why not 154? Because that would be fair. You know what I'm saying? That would be fair 154, because he went in there and beat the clone's ass at 147. Why wouldn't he want to go and fight the clone at 154? Is it because of what I said? That he'd be the first man to defeat the clone at 147 and 154? Will it? No belts on the line? Just a rematch? You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden, Crawford is wanting to fight at 148 because they won't pay him the money to fight at 154. So I said, it's a good time to take, get some air beneath my feet. You know what I'm saying? In this Crawford ship that I've been on for quite some time. It's time to get some air. You know what I'm saying? When that ship pull in the Pier 68, because we was talking about that. When that Omaha ship pull in the Pier 68, believe me, I'm gonna have some of those boots that they burling, they compete in burling with. They have the spikes on them. You know what I'm saying? Those timber, those lumberjack boots, that you can pretty much climb up trees and cut the top off and then work your way on down to the base. I'm gonna have some good shoes on, because when that ship pulls in the Pier 68, if he does get the shot at Canelo next, you know what I'm saying? If Spence chooses not to make this fight, I'm definitely jumping off the ship. If Crawford does not get this fight and Spence is his opponent at 148, I'm gonna ride that bitch into the Pier 68 and I'm gonna jump off that motherfucker, right? I'm talking about I'm gonna jump off that bitch with some anchors in my hand. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna jump off that bitch with some dynamite, because I know all those aerosexuals are gonna be right down land. I'm jumping down there with grenades with no pin in it. I'm gonna remind them of how disloyal they are. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna jump off that bitch for mass confusion. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have a couple of goddamn wild dogs with me too. I'm gonna make sure they ain't eat the whole voyage. We going to pillage. God damn it. Because we got some disloyal boxing fans in this motherfucking game. Let me explain to you what disloyal is. Failing to be loyal to a person, country, or body to which one has obligations. All right? That's what disloyal mean. Disloyal. That's what that means. Failing to support or be true to someone or something, not loyal or faithful to your friends, family, country, etc., etc. As I have been a part of the supporting cast of Bud Crawford, I look to no one to deem me, to basically deem me as an individual that need their permission to continue my support. I'm not the follower. I don't look for others to say, okay, this is the perfect time for me to jump ship and go over there with the other side. I won't call them the enemy. I just say go with the other side, because just because they supporting the other side doesn't mean that they're my enemy. If I have no recollection of who they might be, or I'm totally, distance from having any interaction with these people, it just comes down to how can they be my enemy, not my enemy. They're just on the opposing team. But in this particular case, when it comes down to the most hated and feared man, you know what I'm saying, in this boxing game right now, he is causing people to lose their sanity, y'all. Y'all think I was playing when I was talking about mental health and schizophrenia. Don't you see these people switching up their personality? Don't you see it? Do you think I was just making the shit up? No, I was being for real. You have people up here switching up their personality just because they can just to get along, just to be part of something, to feel wanted, to feel needed. You have some lonely individuals that put all this effort. Just think about what I said. Do you remember when I did the live stream and I was calculating the amount of hours that these individuals put in? And I was speaking about the snotty boys. Yeah, those snotty boys. The snotty boys are the aerosexuals. I got to change up their name a little bit. The snotty boys. You know what I'm saying? I got to call them the snotty boys because every time I turn around, them bitches crying. I swear to God, man, them snotty boys. They don't know what it's like to have a dry nose, man. They are constantly crying about something they accuse Crawford of doing. That's what the snotty boys are doing. But you remember when I did that live stream and I was calculating the amount of hours that they put in per day? And then I calculated the per day to months and days in a month. And then I put the days in the month and basically times it per the calendar months. You know what I'm saying? The annual calendar months times 12. And I gave you a breakdown of how many hours they were vesting in this time to basically speak on material that can be considered fabricated. You know what I'm saying? Inflated, exacerbated material just to try to push a narrative out there. And that's where we at. This topic, you know, what Crawford's been able to do in the ring is historic in itself. It goes down in the boxing annals as we know it. It's already there. It's in history. You know, people was upset that Crawford was at one of the largest Hall of Fame classes ever because they had previous two classes that wasn't able to go due to the pandemic. So when they found out he was on deck and had his hand casted, people felt some type of way. You know what I'm saying? They start to become estranged from themselves. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about walking past the mirror and looking the opposite direction. They start to feel a sense of disconnection, you know, because the fight haven't even happened yet, but they just felt like Terrence was getting too much publicity, too much positive publicity. And they felt at that given time that Errol Spence was the one that was doing all the right things with getting the belts, even though he chose to take the easy route. But that wasn't the deflection. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't a deflection. That wasn't anything to gripe and moan about. You feel me? That wasn't anything to gripe and complain about him taking the easy route because all of a sudden, listen to the hoism. Okay, I told you that wasn't a word, but we're going to use it. Listen to the hoism. Listen to the hoism. It was okay for Spence to say he was taking the easy route in front of millions. And people clap it up. Yeah. It's business, man. What the fuck is Crawford thinking? It's business, man. Maybe he can learn that. You know what I'm saying? Over there at Top Rank, because he's moving funny. He's negotiating in bad faith. Maybe he can, learn that shit, man. But over here, Spence, oh my God, him taking the easy route, freaking keeping it in-house and letting Al Heyman work everything. Let Al Heyman basically pilot him to his manifesto of becoming the welterweight undisputed champion. Hey, that is perfecto right there. When that easy route shit went viral, why wouldn't I take the easy route? All the other side of the street, all that shit went viral. You had people on here knowing damn well they was repeating those same words. It was okay for Errol Spence to be on the post fight. He somehow grabbed hold of the mic, when he wasn't even fighting, and he was talking to the media. You know, he was trying to say he on the other side of the street. But they wanted to make and try to finger point and say, you know, Crawford was responsible for that shit. When they made up the whole side of the street, you know, TGB, top rank, TGB, different sides of the street, we can't make the fight happen. So all along, your fighter is saying that he want to become welterweight undisputed. So by chance, if you don't know how that dynamic works out, how that ruler, how that yards and feet work out, right? Let's just put it this way, okay? Let's put it this way. Let's go back to the old game of Connect Four. The game itself told you in order for you to win, you have to do what? Connect Four. I'm not making this shit up. This is not something I study or nothing. I'm coming off the top with this shit. Connect Four. 4 belts, 4 sanctioning bodies, right? Okay. Let's just say, for instance, the game Connect Four is explained to you on the cover that if you connect four, you win. Same thing with welterweight in this era, the welterweight undisputed. In order for either fighter to become welterweight undisputed in this era, they must obtain how many belts? 4. Connect 4. That's how you win the undisputed. And who was making that declaration? The one and only Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. was the one that continued to let Crawford know that he was coming for them MFN belts. Was he not? Did he not say that, people? He said he's coming for the MFN belts. Did he not? Did he not say he was coming for the MFN belts, y'all? The man said he was coming for the MFN belts. Errol Spence said he was coming for the MFN belts. Did he not say MFN? He said he was coming for the MFN belts, right? Errol Spence said, why wouldn't I take the easy route? That right there is astronomically holding him liable. Astronomically. It's nothing to come close to, even close to what Bud can say, rather than hearing Errol Spence say, why wouldn't I take the easy route? That's pretty much eliminating Bud Crawford for being a part of the route he chose to take to collect the next 2 belts. So he wanted to go up there and collect 2 other belts to contribute to the one he already had, the IBF championship. Then somehow, some way, we're assuming, I'm from the outside looking in, I ain't assuming shit. But let me just think on what they was assuming over there. Those individuals over there was assuming that somehow someone would get MFing lucky. That means all along when they was up here planning this easy route, somehow, some way, they will get lucky. They will get lucky for Terrence Crawford to come off that WBO. Somehow, some way, he would get too old and he would have to move up to 154. Somehow, some way, his body would start breaking down. His health would start to degrade. Somehow, some way, he would go through a point in his life where he's just not functioning. He's not able to maximize his physical ability anymore. They was hoping and guessing, y'all, that somehow, some way, this man starts to decline. They say, man, we're just gonna take it one belt at a time, y'all. We're gonna take it one belt at a time. Just leave it in my hands. Al's up there telling them, just leave it in my hands, man. Fuck it. Leave it in my hands. I got you. I'm gonna make sure it happen. I got you. Baby, have I ever let you down? Come on now. Baby, am I good for it? All right, cool. Don't second guess me. I'm good. I got you. We're gonna get this undisputed, baby. That's what we're gonna do. So he started goddamn going on the easy route, squeaked out that fight with Sean Porter, easily went in there and defeated the mannequin challenge from Cuba. You know what I'm saying? He defeated the mannequin challenge himself. Ugas got him up out of there. And then all of a sudden, from April to July 29th, There was no one at the headquarters that can complete the heist. No one, because it was getting a little shaky. See, because in November 2021, Terrence Crawford had already went over there and defeated the last hope. He went and defeated the last hope, y'all. Sean Porter was the last hope. Not only did Crawford defeat that man, he stopped him. He did him something dirty. He stopped him, y'all. He stopped that boy. He stopped him. He did him dirty. He went over there and stopped Sean Porter. That was supposed to be the final stand. You know what I'm saying? That was supposed to be the one that they were sitting there, standing up, watching. They were sitting, but they were standing, watching the fight and saying, "Come on, Porter. Come 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 on, Porter." They kept on saying it. They was trying to speak it into existence, y'all. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Good shot. Good shot. That's what I'm talking about. Good shot. Keep it up. Keep it up. Stay strong. Stay strong. You can do it. You ahead on the scorecards. That's what I'm talking about. Keep it going, Sean. You can do it. What's your name? Come on, Showtime. Showtime. You can do it. You can do it. They was goddamn encouraging. Man, they was cheering. They was doing anything and everything behind the scenes, bro. But one thing they couldn't do, y'all listening? They couldn't fight. They could not fight for Sean Porter. And sure enough, he had to meet his demise too. And once Sean Porter was X'd out the motherfucking equation, shit got real. They was like, oh shit. God damn. We was hoping that Sean Porter had a fight with Terrence Crawford like Errol Spence did with Sean Porter. We was hoping it'd be that close that we can somehow, some way squeak out those scorecards. God damn it, he stopped him. Oh my God. What now? Shit. So when it came around to 2022, Crawford, once again, this shit that you see going on right here, this is nothing. The effect that Crawford has on people, it just didn't start right here in 2023. No, it's been happening for years. But this is when it got serious, when Timothy Smith came out in 2022 and started talking about, we just don't want to insult him. See, they knew right then and there throughout the new year, they had a bad holiday season. They knew that shit was coming out. They say, you know what? God damn. We got to just go out there and we just got to put it out to the people that we can't do nothing for them. We want to make sure, hey, we put it out to the people and be transparent. We can't do nothing for them. We don't want to insult them. We can't make this fight happen, this, that, and the other. All alone, Errol Spence is waiting to face Urdinas Ugas. Months and months tick by, and then you have these, what you call snotty boys. These snotty boys, right? These snotty boys start to get back on social media and attempt to put up diversions. They wanted Boots Ennis to come into the equation because they wanted him to be the next person that they use to throw around his name all the time. You know what I'm saying? All you was saying, oh, Crawford ain't doing nothing. This is January now. Crawford ain't doing nothing. He just got out of December. He's into January. Just came out the 2022, ushered in 2023. And they say, oh, man, Crawford ain't doing that. He should fight Boots. He should fight Boots. Now, these are all the snotty boys. He's been crying the whole freaking holiday season because they was hoping and praying that Sean Porter and Errol Spence would have a freaking rematch, y'all. Because they felt like Errol Spence can pull that out again. And look, he possibly could have pulled it out again. But due to that dude out of Omaha, Nebraska, shit got a little bit shaky. You know what I'm saying? Shit got a little bit fuzzy. That's what I'm saying. This cat has been fucking people's minds up for a long freaking time, y'all. But it hasn't been as worse as it is right now as we speak. Have you ever seen a fighter be this powerful? We're not talking about dictatorship powerful. We're talking about from afar powerful, influence powerful. You know what I'm saying? Letting his actions speak the loudest powerful. Continue to prove people wrong powerful. You know what I'm saying? They must have forgot. They must have forgot who you were, Crawford, coming up and knocking out these guys who had undefeated records. They must have forgot. They must have forgot, man. For real. They must have forgot that you, regardless of what they say, that you ain't fought nobody, doesn't mean you didn't fight nobody. See, that's what they should have been focusing on. Just because they believe, if they said it so many times and get a collective group of people to follow them and they all sound stupid, they feel like that would have been enough to convince one or two other people to join in and herd and become those voices who keep on saying Crawford ain't doing this, Crawford ain't doing that, he ain't fought nobody, he ain't did nothing but except get hurt for Gamboa. See, that's the crazy part about the herding mentality. The herding mentality can absolutely do mental damage. It can absolutely have you mentally freaking distorted. It can have you mentally broken because everyone around you is pretty much thinking the same. Even though your exterior may be changing, within a herd mentality, all they're doing is basically their minds is focused on what's going on in the herd. You know what I'm saying? That's all they focus on is what is going on in the herd. Like, once again, they're focused on what's going on in the motherfucking herd. Everything on the exterior that they're not even looking at, they're not even paying attention to. So it was easy for them to say that Crawford was undeveloped. It was easy for them to say Crawford is not ready for this fight with Spence. It was easy for them because even though they was putting a lot of focus on Crawford, it was almost like you're looking at something, but you're not really paying attention to what you're looking at. They was paying attention to say what they was going to say about him, but they didn't really want to give him credit enough with that visual as to assess the pros that they seen too, the positive aspects. Okay, let me look at this in the purest form and with little bias to see what I'm looking at. They didn't want to do it. They didn't want to do it. So they was blinding themselves by looking at someone with negative pupils. You know what I'm saying? Negative pupils. They was blinded. They didn't want to see the good in him. So they pretty much said he ain't fought nobody. And they actually believed it. Even though he was still undefeated, he didn't fight nobody. Even though he was still undefeated, he ain't fight nobody. Even though he was knocking cats out at 147-pound division, he ain't fight nobody. He ain't fight nobody. Even Igis Kavalaskis finally came out and he felt it was time for him to take a shot. You know what I'm saying? Even Igis Kavalaskis felt that I need to jump on this. I need to. You know what I'm saying? He felt that he needs to jump in the fray, jump in the middle of the herd, and become a part of it because he's been watching from the outside, and now all of a sudden his eyeballs are twirling. You know what I'm saying? His eyeballs are twirling. You know what I'm saying? He's seeing all those little flickering lights in his head. He's zoned the fuck out. He's feeling a little dizzy. And he wants to jump in the herd and go round and round and round we go. Round and round and round we go. Round and round and round we go. You know what I'm saying? He wants to go round and round just like that sheep carousel. Just go round and round and just want to listen to the shit and hear about certain people. Every now and then they'll mention his name. When it comes to the welterweight, they'll mention Igis Kavalaskis' name. They say, you know, Green Machine, he hurt him. Do y'all think Crawford got shot? Yeah, he got dropped. You think he took that shot? And yeah, he took that shot. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That shot landed right there. Yeah. Yeah, Crawford did that. Crawford, he got hit with that shot. So Igis Kavalowski did knock him down. Yep. He sure did. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Yep, that's what I was telling people. I was talking to him today. Green Machine knocked him out. Oh, hold on. What are you talking about? Knocked him out? He didn't get knocked out now. But no, knockout sounds better though. You know what I'm saying? Knockout sounds better though. But brother, he didn't get knocked out. Well, we just worry about that later. We just say knockout for now. So look, Crawford has all these people that's building up narratives. They're really constructing these narratives, y'all. They're getting these private chats, coming up with information that suits to make the ripple in the pond a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They can't really go against the current. It's too fucking strong. So they just got to let people know they dare. So they got to come up with all these damn topics on what's next. To sit up here and denounce what Crawford's achievement is, or to falsely accuse him of situations that they want to happen to him. Not actual current events, but situations they want to occur. You know what I'm saying? So let's go back a little bit to the negotiation process, because this was a time when they said Crawford couldn't do nothing right. Who the hell do he think he is going over there asking for transparency? Who the hell he think he is wanting to take a look at the back books? He's stupid. He's ignorant, classless. What does he think he is? See, his ego got the best of him. That's why he don't deserve to get nothing. He just should go in there and fight, take what they give him. He don't deserve shit. They were saying this about Crawford. Like, they was really showing some disdain for this man, like they do now. You know what I'm saying? They was really showing disdain to a person that totally understood. If you're talking about net pay, well, that means everything else after everything else get paid. Well, we got to deal with you two. Well, Crawford's, being who he is, he wanted to inquire. He wanted to inquire, y'all. There's nothing wrong with inquiring. We do it all the time. It's just like we go on to purchase a vehicle. We inquire about other cost. We inquire about price comparisons from one dealer to the next. We inquire about that shit. Right? But you'll have these people that tell you up and down that they are boxing aficionados and they know everything about the sport, and they will explain to you in detail about why boxing is a business, right? But all of a sudden, when Crawford's up here attempting to do business outside of a promoter, what they tell you, he don't know what he's doing. So doing business, isn't that how you learn how to do better business? By actually trying to go about doing business? You know what I'm saying? Especially if it means benefiting yourself. Isn't that how you learn? You ask questions, you get people, you get people who are operating in that profession, and you bounce ideas off them. They especially if you got them on retainer, you ask questions, you bounce ideas, you see what route is taken, you educate yourself, you archive that knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You continue to grow and build up your Rolodex, right? Not with Bud. We'll get back to that shit. Not with Bud, though. Shout out to Mr. Golden in the building. What's good with it, OG? What's good, man? Andrew Charles in the building. What's good? Salute to you, man. Haynes Legacy in the building. Salute to you, Haynes. Salute to the fam, man. If EJ wants it at 154, it's gonna cost him $250K per pound. Act like an A-side. Tyrese is on to something. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to say. This is what I'm building up to. This is what I'm building up to, because they must have forgot. If you was competing for the spot, you know what I'm saying? Crawford was competing for the spot. He had to step in the ring July 29th to earn the spot. Errol Spence had to step into the ring to earn the spot. Both of these fighters go in there and clash for the ultimate spot to be the man at welterweight division, 147 pounds, for all the straps, man. All the motherfucking straps. That's what they had to do. They had to compete for them. It wasn't going to be a gift. It wasn't going to be nicely wrapped at the floral shop with some flowers on the side of it. No, this had to be earned, blood, sweat, and tears inside the square. And we seen how the T-Mobile massacre played out. And unfortunately, in this case, they end up being a casualty. So the fighter who wasn't the casualty, him being Bud Crawford, he earned the spot. You know what I'm saying? All that earning potential that he had previously, without that July 29th fight date, it was up in the air with all these naysayers, because they's looking at it like, we don't really care what he's did, because Spence can beat everybody on his resume. He ain't fought nobody. He ain't did shit. You know what I'm saying? Kell Brook was over the hill. Sean Porter was over the hill. A shell of himself, a shell of himself, a shell of himself. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Rubbish. You know, Sean Porter name popped up in front of Mike Tyson, the legend himself. And as Bud Crawford's adversary attempted to paint that picture one last time before going into that heated battle, what he did was urge a laughter, a chuckle, a giggle from Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? He was able to urge a laughter out of Mike Tyson by trying to explain that Sean Porter was a shell of himself. We all know Sean Porter was stopped in the 10th round, right? Did I not mention the fact that Bud Crawford knew Igis Kavalauskas stopped David Avanesian in the 6th round, and that fight wasn't going past the 6th? Going into July 29th, did I not mention that Terrence Crawford was going to stop this man in 6 rounds? Yes, I said 6 rounds. It wasn't going past 10, though. I said he was going to stop him in 6th round. Could he have stopped him in 6th round? Absolutely. Absolutely. Whether he stopped Sean Porter in the 10th round. I say the fight ain't going past the 10th. What Bud do? Nobody told him from the sidelines this time. No one said you're behind on the scorecards, because that would be unfucking believable. You know why? Because we had already seen Errol Spence reenacting the scene from Beach Street. When that first dance scene came on and those B-boys started to pop and lock, and they was doing a butt spin and a back, a back spin on the freaking floor, that's what we seen in the 2nd round. At that moment, a count was rendered by the referee, and there's no way that they can start, they had to throw the cards out the window unless Errol Spence can come back and return the favor for Bud fucking Crawford. If he could go back and get a knockdown and even it up a little bit, then, just maybe then, Tim Bradley can come from the sideline and say, it's me. Hey. Over here. Yeah. Hey. The scorecards are pretty tight. It seems like you're behind on unofficial scorecards. How? I knocked him down. I know, but he's, they're charging full value for the jab. He's landing a couple of jabs on you, Terrence. And that's kind of even up the fight. He's landing those jabs. So have I. But your jab is not of higher appraising value than his. Okay? I'm just telling you behind on the scorecard. Go out there and do what you do, bro. Go do what you do. All right. Oh, okay. They couldn't use the you behind on the scorecards because of what they was witnessing in there. All I was hearing is when Planet Rock dropped. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, every time you hear Planet Rock, God damn it, you had to be a motherfucking square if you didn't dance to that shit. All we heard is Beat Street, the king of the beat. We heard The sun come on when the second round and Spence was on the canvas. We thought he was just goddamn doing his own intermission in between the 3 minutes that was allotted during that second round. But come to find out, the reason why he was on the canvas was because Terrence Crawford had absolutely reminded him of who was the better fighter. That's all. Terrence Crawford was paying him a visit. Okay? It wasn't a doctor's visit either now. No. This was a visit to Canvas University. You forgot I did a thumbnail on that. You think you're going to just go to orientation without having the necessary paperwork? Yeah, you needed that. So Crawford sent him to the Canvas University for orientation. You know what I'm saying? Being that he had put those hands on him and dropped him. You know what I'm saying? That was his stamp to get into the Canvas University. At that point in time, things got a little bit different. That's what I'm saying. Like, Crawford earned his fucking spot, y'all. He earned every bit of his spot. It wasn't up to him to micromanage Errol Spence and what had happened to Errol Spence prior to this engagement. Crawford, look, Bud wasn't there to do that. How can he be concerned about what's going on the other side when this is not either fighter's first fight? It's not his first rodeo. And goddamn it, this donkey was fucking kicking. You know what I'm saying? We didn't expect Crawford to come out there with a goddamn work mule, but that bitch was mean. Seriously, that bitch came out there goddamn kicking, bucking, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I would have rather them just bring a goddamn Joey out that bitch straight out of Australia. At least, I mean, come on. That donkey came out there just kicking motherfuckers' head off. But ask yourself this. Terrence did everything he was supposed to do that night. He went in there and got the win. The snotty boys, listen to me. It's distasteful what y'all have going on out there. Y'all call yourselves boxing fans, but it is absolutely a disgrace. It's shameful for you to go out here and act the way you're acting. And then for other people that's competed in the sport to not commit to the results. It's shameful as hell, because now boxing is being looked at as a joke. Boxing fans are being looked at as a joke. This is not something you would say in the see in the mixed martial arts arena. You won't see this coming from their fans. But when boxing, it's always some type of soap opera. It's always some type of script that people has to go by, where they want to create these fictional tales, right? And they have enough actors to do it. That's the crazy part about it. You know, when Hollywood, they request these extras to be in movies and shit. But with boxing, you don't need to request anything. You don't need to request. They're always hanging out. They're volunteers. And they're willing to do anything and everything to be a part of a narrative, y'all. And that's what the snotty boys are doing. They're up here bitching and complaining and whining. You know what I'm saying? They stay wet the whole freaking day. Eyes pink. You know what I'm saying? Just miserable as a motherfucker. And they continue to tell themselves that Crawford didn't fight. For Keith Thurman to say that Crawford didn't fight a real champion just tells me that his hate meter is off the charts. You know what I'm saying? His hate meter for Crawford right now is off the charts. Keith Thurman believes that if he's go to the extreme, because look, Keith is looking at the YTC in this nature. He's saying, if these fools can sit up here and start narratives, you know what I'm saying? If they can attempt to push these narratives, these false narratives about that's not being the Spence, that's a clone. That wasn't the real Spence we saw that fought Ugas. That wasn't the real Spence that we saw fight. They just got to keep talking about Ugas. I don't know why they don't go back to Danny Garcia, because look, they can't go back to Spence. I mean, they can't go back to Porter, because Porter was the last fight he had prior to the accident. So they'll sound like an idiot, going all the way back to that fight. So they only go back to Ugas. The wildest part about that, right? Just processing it in my sobriety. You know what I'm saying? Without any type of ooh wee, or some some clear or some yak. You know what I'm saying? Any type of beverage of your selection. I'm telling you, I'm thinking about this without any of that, right? But the wild part about that shit, though, the wild part about it is you say to yourself, they was bragging like some motherfuckers when he went up there and beat the shit out of Ugas. They was bragging about what they was witnessing, y'all. This man, I was closed the fuck up. I remember people cheering, and they was in the chats, and they was like, oh man, he fucked Ugas up. Oh my God, what is he gonna do to Crawford? Man, this fight ain't gonna be close. Look at that shit. Spence a motherfucking killer, dog. He's a killer. Oh my God, that dude's a beast. He's the boogeyman. Man down. Strap season. Man, you can't mess with the big fish. God damn it. Ugas should have known that trying to swim all the way over here from Cuba. He should have known he ran into Spence on his way over here. Come on now. So they was pretty much talking about Spence was the rib and eye collector, y'all. Y'all know, you snotty boys know you was doing that. Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. Yeah, you was doing that shit with a smile. You was happy. You was gloating. Man, you could not be stopped. Carlos say beat Errol so bad he left on a religious hiatus. I don't know if Errol's actually on a religious hiatus. You know what I'm saying? I just think he's at a point right now where the hallways are a bit narrow than he expected them to be after stepping in there with Crawford. Excuse me. Why they're so narrow? Because the contract said the winner can choose what weight class. Ding! You know what I'm saying? Those walls are a little bit narrow. It's not the width that he had when he was putting out those shirts and they had that motherfucking shark walking up the hallway. It's narrower than that. It's narrower than that, y'all. Limited space availability. Because not only do you not have your belts, you don't even have the decision-making process. You don't even have the clout to call the shots. You don't have it. And y'all try to act like Bud didn't earn his shot. No, let's not forget now. Prior to the fight, when I was there in Beverly Hills, right? I remember when Errol Spence said, you didn't fight nobody. I remember that. I remember the laughter that echoed throughout the ballroom. I remember those people giggling. Oh God, he's hilarious. It was giggling while they was enjoying their food. It was laughter. It was enjoyment because they actually believed that Errol Spence and what he was saying, that there was some truth to that. You know what I'm saying? It was some merit to what they were saying. They too will be considered casual boxing fans because obviously the energy they put into laughing at that shit, they really didn't know what was to come. They didn't know. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know. I tried to pan the area and lock eyes with a lot of those people to let them know. Warning. Imminent danger. I tried to warn them. But every time, and then Derrick James came up there, he tried to play this game. You know what I'm saying? That, he didn't fight nobody. You know what I'm saying? He ain't did this and he ain't did that. He just kept on trying to say the same shit. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to get on Bo Mac and talk shit about Bo Mac. People was laughing like a motherfucker. I remember those laughs. I still remember to this day. And that's where I'm at with this jumping of the ship, because I'm gonna jump the ship of Pier 68. If he's able to get that Canelo fight, I'm definitely gonna be there. I'm gonna be the first human beings to have an anchor in both of my motherfucking hands. And when I jump off that bitch, I'm gonna throw them bitches right in the middle of them goddamn them snotty boys is down there crying and muddying up the sands. I'm gonna throw it right in the middle of that bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know how big anchors are. I'm gonna be on that Hulk juice. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be on that Hulk juice. I'm gonna goddamn ask Vic to contact. I'm say, hey, I need that. Whatever it is. God damn it. I want to know what it's like to be the Hulk. Please give me the shit to turn me green. I need it. Okay, no problem, my friend. No problem. Come on in. Yes, I'm jumping off that bitch like I'm the Hulk. I'm dropping anchors dead center to make sure they don't move. So they can make sure that Bud Crawford is going in there to fight the real Canelo Alvarez. See, because it would be quite difficult for them to claim that Canelo is cloned too. But them snotty boys, they wouldn't go above and beyond. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't go above and beyond. They don't care about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? By all means necessary to make yourself look like an idiot. That's what they're about to do. You know what I'm saying? That's all good. Samuel on deck, I see you. What's good? This rematch will be the end of every neurological senses Errol has left in his brain. Well, the word that's out there, Carlos, right? Not to be the bearer of bad news, because I know the holiday season is coming up. Preferably for the snotty boys, Halloween is their Christmas. They love Halloween. Yeah, they love to dress up in those costumes that they, those characters that they see every night they close their eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't be at peace. You know what I'm saying? All the demonic type actions that they participate in throughout the day. And you think when they close their eyes, they feel good? No, they just can't wait to Halloween, bro. They can't wait. You know what I'm saying? But check this out. When it comes down to Errol Spence, you have to look at Bud Crawford is a shot caller right now. He is the shot caller, period. No matter what they say or what they try to do there, Carlos, Bud Crawford has a choice to fight at 154 or 47. Now, supposedly, when the word came out, they say, "Man, we ain't paying you that. Who the fuck you think you is?" God must be on the side of Bud Crawford for real. You know what I'm saying? God must be looking at him in a way and say, "My son, I totally understand your travels. I do. I have been there and I've witnessed your footprints, and you have been far and long, but now you are here. And it's my blessings that I bestow upon you." You know what I'm saying? God was up there looking out for Bud. I don't know if he had that conversation with him like that, but he said, "Hey, I've been watching you, man. I've been watching you." And though you had to experience a lot of Satan's angels and all that evil spirit and ominous type behavior from them, don't worry, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I got you. So now that Bud Crawford is a shot caller, the shot caller, he is the one that's able to adjust the aperture, y'all. Bud can adjust the windage on his next target. Are y'all hearing me? Are y'all hearing me? Are y'all totally hearing what I'm saying? Samuel, what's good? Great to see Bud calling the shots. He's a shot caller, Samuel. Dude, it's the shot caller, man. Come on, man. How does that sound when you actually the shot caller? Many have said, or many have used that term, the title or whatever, but they just didn't have any type of leverage to be the shot caller. Bud has leverage, bro. He has the leverage. He earned the spot. Now that he's at the spot, it's so difficult for people to find a person to uplift him or remove or extract him from that spot. They're trying. They want to call up the young lion, and he's gonna get his shot. Jerron Ennis is gonna get his shot. But it's unfortunate they keep on trying to use his name like he's just out here on the street hitchhiking. You know what I'm saying? You can't allow them to use your name just like it's free for all. Like you left something in the cart and you didn't you end up not shopping at that place at that day. You know what I'm saying? And then you went back to it and said, "Oh shit, I forgot I had this in the cart. I wonder is it spoiled?" You know what I'm saying? You forgot the shit was in your online cart. Boots ain't going nowhere. He's gonna be in the car. He's the Mandy. You know what I'm saying? He's the one for the IBF. He ain't going nowhere. But truth be told, Crawford has earned the spot. He's a shot caller. So therefore, being the what he's been able to accomplish, he should be able to pick and choose what his next landing zone will be. Why are people so angry that this man is a shot caller? God damn it. Let me keep it popping. The Arrow section would never have an issue making weight because all the water loss from those sweet tears. They do, man. All they do, them snotty boys, just every time you turn around, they tell me, he was weight drain. He was weight drain. He was weight drain. He ain't weight drain no more. Because the way y'all niggas, that's why you have so many areas flooding out right now. You know, that's the shit of conspiracy theory. I put this shit out there online. I even made a YouTube post about it. I said, it's not the storms. It's still those snotty boys out there crying from July 29th. For real. They're just up there crying. They motherfucking tears are saturating the ground and they don't know what to do, bro. They've been trying to goddamn relocate them. You know what I'm saying? Even so much they was calling in a quick reaction service team to try to remove their ass, man. You know what I'm saying? They was trying anything and everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Next, they're gonna send in a special forces team with them big trucks, and they're just gonna kidnap them, take them to a distance location, and drop them off. Because this shit don't make no sense to them snotty boys. Why y'all crying so much, dog? Now all of a sudden you trying to censor Crawford? He's the shot caller, bro. Shot callers got to talk. Shot callers have to make their voices be heard. You know, it's not up to you to say, well, I want you to talk when I say you talk. No, you wasn't there to tell him what punch to throw and how to throw it. You know what I'm saying? And when to throw it. You wasn't there. He was doing that on his own, him and his team. But he was ultimately the one that was inside the square, you know, putting those punches together to the point where he earned the spot. Y'all must have forgot. He earned the spot, y'all. What's wrong with y'all niggas, man? Real talk. I just trying to have a one-on-one. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all can't accept the fact that he earned the spot. Because let me say this once, twice, or maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, and 20,000. Let me say it. If by chance America would have taken place, right? And the other guy would have won. If that indeed would have been the outcome, and Crawford would have said, you know what? I had a difficult time making weight. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a difficult time making weight. It was tough. And then Bomac, you know, co-signed it. Then Steven Nelson said, yeah, you know, it was tougher than we expected. You know, all the waiting around and everything, you know, with his age and so forth. It was tough for him to make weight. Do you think there would have been two people of the Snotty Boys coalition that would have gave a damn about him having a hard time making weight and feel that he couldn't rehydrate properly? You think people would have gave a damn? No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't have cared. They wouldn't have been talking about, well, that's Bomac's fault. They would have talked about how much Bomac was eating. If he would have been paying attention, he would have made this happen. They would have been up there doing all that, making all that criticism and making fun of people and not really paying attention to what was actually said. They wouldn't have gave Bud no credit. They wouldn't have gave this man no credit for having a tough weight cut. They wouldn't have gave him shit, y'all. They would have said, stop making excuses. It's your own fucking fault. Shout out to Dr. Paul in the building. What's good with it, doctor? How you feeling, bro? Well, WCS just dropped in and smashed the like button. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Arnold Brown in the building. Yes, sir. Hit that switch on Porter. Shout out to True Media Today, USA Boxing. What's good with it, coach? How you feeling? Shout out to the OG, Mr. Golden. I see you in the building, man. Cobain on deck. What's good with it? He said they claim to be pro-black, but always trying to discredit that man. He's just one of the all-time greats we should just appreciate. We should appreciate him, but unfortunately in life, man, you know, it's easy for us to weigh heavy on the side of evil rather than good. It's not like good brings a lot of pressure to people to influence them to do bad. That's why it's called good, right? So when you're in a good, healthy situation, you're supposed to have that spirit about you to feel good. But unfortunately, in life, now more people feel like they are better acclimated in an environment full of ominous behavior. You know what I'm saying? They feel better if they go through life with onuses. You know what I'm saying? They want to feel burdened because that allow them to think of different stuff. They allow them to build up their strength. See, a lot of people feel that if you go through a lot of negative shit, it makes you stronger. And it do, but it makes you stronger to handle more negative shit. So when are you going to jump out and say, I want to stand over here in the positive light and know what that feels like? You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to continue to go through this damn CrossFit course of saying, hey man, I've been through all that before. Hey, young buck, sit down. Let me give you a story, man. Young buck, I've been through it all, man. And I'm gonna tell you, you don't have to do what I did. I want you to be better than me. I want you to be better than me. But listen, young buck, when I was in it, and just when I was able to get out of it, it pulled me right back in. Young buck, it was stupid to me because I kept coming back. You know what I'm saying? I kept coming back and kept coming back and kept coming back. And then they give you the story like, hey, don't be how I was. Be better than who I was. Don't be me. Be better than me. They'll give you all that shit because they done went through life struggles and they choose to stay in the motherfucking evil tunnel without just passing through that bitch and go to the other side. You know what I'm saying? The shit that's going on with Bud is just individuals that feel the need to continue to say what they want to say, you know, to keep the cloud. The cloud can't stay over Bud, obviously, because he keep on, you know, succeeding. So the sun is shining on him, but it's the motherfuckers around him that try to make it impossible for him to go a day without hearing some negative shit. And see, the main people that it's affecting, being that man has earned his spot in boxing. He did everything he was supposed to do. He trained his ass off, having pre-camps, going to the UFC training facility. This man's did everything he's supposed to do, right? Right, y'all? This man has did everything he was supposed to do. Y'all tracking? Then it comes down to what? Excuses. Think about that word. Lies. Yeah, it came down to lies. You know, lies and excuses. That type of matrimony right there is a relationship to behold. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm talking about them together. You want to talk about eccentric? You want to talk about oddballs? No. They are made for one another. Because these individuals are willing to make up excuses knowing that it's a bold-faced fucking lie. How can the man not talk his shit after he went in there and fought in a championship fight? How can Bud be told that he did not fight a real champion that night when that real champion was the same one talking shit at the press conference, bro? Am I right or wrong? Was he not the one that was talking shit? That Cobain, Andrew, Carlos, Coach, Golden, was he not the one talking shit at the press conference. That was the same EJ talking shit at the presser. I ain't your little kid. You ain't gonna take your belt off with me. I ain't your little kid. That was the same motherfucker, right? I swear to you, that was the same one that was sitting up there, right? That was the same one that was talking about he ain't fought nobody. That was the same one that complimented Bud at the end of the fight and hugged him like he had just made a new friend on the first day of school. I swear to God, the way Spence hugged Bud, he was like, I surrender all. He started singing I Surrender All, y'all. And look, he damn near was about to take a knee and ask that man for forgiveness. But Crawford held him up. He said, hey, hold up, man. Hey, I don't want you being suspended for 6 months. They think you falling out on this motherfucker. No, man, I just got to get on one knee and tell you how blessed I am and apologize. No, we don't need to do that, brother. We both black, man. Stand on your feet. You know what I'm saying? Crawford probably told him some shit like that, man. Hey, black man, we good. We good, man. You made the fight happen. Without you, the fight wouldn't have happened. We good. We good. So if Bud can be a stand-up guy, why can't these snotty boys stop fucking bitching and complaining and be mature about the fight and just admit what you witnessed? You basically underestimated, underappreciated what Bud Crawford potentially could do in there with Errol Spence, and you got disappointed. You got put on notice, shawty. That's all you did. You got put on fucking notice, man. And the way you got put on notice, oh my God. Oh my God. You know, sometimes I try to put myself in their position, but I end up getting nauseated, and I had to step away from the thought. You know what I'm saying? I had to step away from that thought because it wasn't meant for me to be in that motherfucker. I'm being honest, yo. It wasn't meant for me to be in that bitch. God is like, what are you doing? Let me handle that. You don't need to put yourself in role play in that and try to see what they feeling. I say, but the Most High, if I see what they feeling, I can kind of get a better understanding as why they are feeling the way and why they're choosing to feel the way they are. That's all I'm doing. He said, no. In this case, I don't want you to feel no way, shape, or form infected. Okay? I don't want you to feel infected by what you see and go on up here. I said, all right, that makes sense. All right, I understand. So that's why I remain competent from the outside looking in and talk my shit, because, you know, I know they listening. It's all good. I know you're listening. It's all good. But know this, Bud Crawford is the shot caller. If he wants the fight to happen in 148, how can you all of a sudden be mad? How can you feel a certain way if he is not getting paid what he wants to fight at 54? And they up here trying to play hardball. Why? Because he's the shot caller. And he's the shot a caller. Say one more again. He's the shot a caller. He's the shot. Say one more again. He's a shot caller now. He's the shot caller, bro. Y'all can't stop it, man. He has all the belts. So now they want to try to throw a fit. You know what I'm saying? They want to pout. And they mad because he got all the hardware and he has the absolutely all the Tropicana, if you know what I mean. Appreciate everyone that's in the chat. And big shout out to the hottest chat in the MF game. Quality over quantity. All day, every day. You know what it is. Andrew say Mean Machine underrated. I've been saying it. He's a dog. He will knock your ass out if he catches you slipping. I like Mean Machine. But Mean Machine coming out, taking pokes and stabs. Like Mean Machine, if you haven't fought Crawford, I would say, okay, Crawford, fight this dude. He has the Olympic pedigree and all this other shit. Fight him. He seems like, he's undefeated. He got it going on for himself, dog. But truth be told, Shouty, Igor Kavalowski has had his opportunity. He split the ropes just like Errol Spence did. He found out just like Errol Spence did. So therefore, he is on the left side of Crawford's resume. Can we get a amen, baby? Yep. One more again. Let me keep going on these comments. They're only pro-black for the guys they cheer for, which is BS. You can't be partially pro-black. Oh, stingy. That's spicy right there. God damn. Damn, that's spicy right there. He say, you can't be partially pro-black because partial mean it's conflicting with pro. Pro means you all the way in, Shouty. You all the way in. Good point there, Carlos. Good point. Come on now. Goddamn, somebody goddamn help him spin the wheel. Hey, Vanna. Hey, let Carlos spin the wheel, man. He need goddamn get the goddamn cash prize for that. Let him spin the wheel. Pat, you good with it? Okay. Let's get this going, goddamn it. Shout to Club Boxing on deck. What's good, man? Salute WCS in the hottest chat in the game. I appreciate you, brother. One love to you for pulling up on the boulevard, man. Friday, you know how we do. Just made it to the cooking. Glad I caught it. Where you been? I've been working. I had to drop down to Pensacola. Before that, I pulled up to Rock Hill. Rock Hill was like 3.5 one way. And then Pensacola was about, 4 hours and 45, depending on traffic, 5 hours. So I had to go down there and visit my friend Roy, and speak to Charlo for the first time. I wanted to see what the intrigue was. I wanted to see the brother recover. Really, when you see somebody out there looking crazy for a long time, for me, I came down there in good spirits. I ain't gonna lie, I did. Dan Tan on deck. Salute to you, Dan. What's good, brother? They was talking about revenge 4 rounds. Cobain, man, they must not know, man. They must have forgot, dog. Now, how you gonna talk about revenge in 4 rounds? And your man was on the canvas in 2. Like, listen. This is the crazy part about it. Those of you that's listening in, right? And especially to the hottest chat, right? Now, peep this out. Wasn't they the same ones on top of all the excuses saying that it's going to be a different fight at 54? All these people that are up here advocating for Spence, weren't you able to get in contact with Steven Espinosa, whoever it is that needs to be spoken to up there, Al Heyman, Tom Brown? You can't talk with, y'all can't get together and put in a petition or a letter. All the typing that y'all do up here, all the typing that you put into talking shit about Bud, you cannot go ahead and talk to these people and try to help them come up with a funding so Spence can fight at 154 so we can finally see and put this to bed once and for all. Because can't y'all sit up here and prove that point to them that wasn't a Spence? Do they know where the real Spence is located? That was a clone in there. He was weight drained. Crawford was juiced. He had loaded gloves. Spence, his eye was hurt. He had residual neurological damage. You know what I'm saying? His ribs was broken. He didn't spar for the last 6 weeks. You know what I'm saying? If you have all this consolidation, right, that you've been talking about, and y'all been writing down notes, y'all been going through ballpoint pens like a motherfucker. Bing, 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 bing. Ink everywhere, ink everywhere, dog. You trying to tell me y'all cannot submit a letter to the higher ups and voice these grievances so they can come up with the money? What are y'all good for? Just going back and forth on YTC? Is that all you good for? Is going back and forth at the YTC, bro. It's not panning out for you, man. It's nothing that's coming out of this shit. We need to see results. I don't see the shit in the YTC, y'all. I don't see it. I'm talking about even if I try to dream about it, I can't see it, bro. Real talk. I'm looking for a neurological signature. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about that signature that stamps me that moment. I'm looking for that shit to bookmark what I need. I can't see it. I can't see it. Why, if I have all these snotty boys crying all the time, and they and so many people just want to betray, you know what I'm saying? They want to betray Bud as if he went across, he went across the honor system. You know, he was pretending to be this person that was sacrilegious, and he was all about his religion and everything. And he was going around preaching to anyone who would listen. And then all of a sudden, he got caught cheating. You know what I'm saying? Not the cheating you think. Not the cheating you think. The cheating where he was pretending not to be as good as he could have been. Yeah, you thought I was going there? No, come on, my mind works incredibly. But I'm talking about the cheating where Bud Crawford was actually pretending to be a lesser tier fighter, only to get to this point in history to basically prove everybody wrong. And all along, he was just playing. He was just going to be playing the part. And when it came July 29th, that's when he was having those one-on-one conversations, say, hey, it's time for me to shock the world. And he went in there and made it so easy. And he himself started to feel a little bad. Why? Because he's seen it play out firsthand. And he was like, damn, if I would have known it was this easy, I would have tried to make my move a little bit earlier. You know what I'm saying? I would have just said, you know what? Let's not build up the fight. Let's me and you fight right now. Nope. Crawford, they said he was cheating. Come to find out, the man was not performing. He did not have the opposition per the naysayers to force him to pull out plan B and C. He never did it. They were saying that there's certain areas of Crawford's skill set that no one has ever witnessed in boxing. Even on July 29th, it's still people that never witnessed a certain part of certain areas of his skill set ever under the bright lights, because he's pretty much been able to dominate and end fights early while millions are watching. Can you let that just sit in your spirit? Just think about that shit, bro. Just think about that. Nelly Content, what's good? WCS, people mad today. They mad, ain't they? I see so much going on. But man, I want them to be mad at all the energy of them forgetting that the dude that's on the thumbnail, that Errol Spence will have to deal with the one on the right, because the one on the left is the one on the right. And it's one of those deals, when you're wrong, you're right. You know what I'm saying? They can say it's wrong. No, it's gonna be Crawford, and the way he look over there. No, Crawford's gonna be the Hulk. God damn it! That if Spence take that fight at 154, and you're talking about both fighters coming there with more weight, it's gonna be the Hulk, man. That's what Crawford's gonna be. It's gonna be bad, man. It's gonna be bad, bad, bad. You trying to tell me this man isn't gonna come in stronger? He's not going to come in stronger. He's not going to come in stronger. You know what I'm saying? Forget the speed. Forget that. Because ultimately, you know what I'm saying, timing beats power, right? So the only thing that people can be hoping is that Errol Spence gets his timing down. You know what I'm saying? He's able to come up and take advantage of certain areas, certain windows that may be vulnerable to to Crawford. Though minuscule in nature, though minuscule, we're talking about the eye of a needle. Maybe Errol can thread the eye of the needle and land that one punch. That window, that one eye of the needle, maybe he's able to land that punch in that window. What you think? What y'all think? I don't know. I don't know. What's going on, Joseph Bailey? What's good? Javier on deck, salute. If I was Bud, I would demand a rematch for 47 instead of 54 out of spite for shamelessly ducking him for 5 years. Salute to you, WCS. Appreciate you, Javier. Hey, Javier, that's kind of what people are insinuating now, okay? What you've been witnessing over here in the YTC is that people are now pretending, these are people that really wasn't on Bud Crawford's side anyway. They was just pretending because, if he would have took that L on July 29th, they would have had no remorse whatsoever. They would have had no shame to just go over there and enjoy the celebration with Team Spence. But as we witnessed it, that shit didn't go down like that. But check this out, Javier. Bud Crawford is pretty much saying, okay, you're not going to pay me at 154. I go to 148. He's giving them a pound now outside of the welterweight division. If you're having troubles making 47, I give you an extra pound. Therefore, you can try to make that 148, and plus the titles won't be up for grabs. Okay? So what you want to do? Are you going to pay me for 47? You know what I'm saying? Or are you going to pay me at 54? Because it'll benefit you to pay me at 54, because you're going to need that, because from what I'm hearing, and if you think these words haven't pissed him the fuck off, you sadly mistaken, because pretty much he's heard people sit up here and come up with another chapter 2 or 3 of 16 talking about Spence was weight drained. He didn't look the same. You know how the chorus goes. You know what I'm saying? Same instruments, same conductor, same motherfucking song. You know what I'm saying? The same freaking song. Excuses, excuses, excuses. Hallow be thy excuses. Thy kingdom, here another one come. The excuses, excuses, excuses. Errol Spence was weight drain, weight drain, weight drain. Okay, so like I said previously, why don't y'all get together, put that documentation, whoever's the best writer, put that documentation together, and let's see what we can do. Well, I mean, I'm speaking a third person, not goddamn it. I ain't talking about me. Let's see what we can do. Put some information together so it sounds right and submit to PBC over there to try to find a way to, if they cannot pay it, if Showtime can't pay it like last time, it's up to you all, the ones that's on this social media collecting all the super chats. You know what I'm saying all this shit, continue to keep Bud names in your algorithm. It's up to you all to get together and try to bring up this money now. Bring up, okay, all this bullshit. And see, that's where the selfishness part come in at. They'll talk all the shit about Bud all they want. But if they really want Errol Spence to go in there and get this second fight, believing that he can win, then come up with the money. You come up with your half, and then you may be able to entice PBC to come up with their half. You know what I'm saying? Somebody over there with the snotty boys need to motherfucking take the leadership position and come up with some funds to make this fight happen. If not, stop going around here saying what Bud can't do. The man earned his spot, goddammit. And he's saying that, I'll give you 148. Y'all don't want to pay me for 54? Come on back down to 147. I'll give you 1 pound over with a 10-pound rehydration clause. Now what you want to say? You know what I'm saying? Pay me or pay yourself. Which one you want? I mean, that's honorable, right? Yes, it is. It's honorable. I don't need a reply. That's honorable right there. He's giving that man, what's that word I'm looking for? Choices. Yeah. He's giving him choices. You know what I'm saying? Just like Bud Crawford had to make choices. Yes, he did. When he walked away from that fight in 2022, the pristine, you know what I'm saying? The elite David Avanesian, that was the best thing he could have did because it allowed him time away from that fight with Errol for them to get their mind right. And he go over here and get this money, put another victory down on his boxing ledger, and then return back to the scene in 2023. I like that. I like that right there, man. That's what I'm talking about. I like that. That's smooth. I know that's smooth operator right there. That's doing the right business, man. You know what I'm saying? That's doing good, solid business. Because once again, let's never forget that they always talk about this. Boxing is a business first. They want to say boxing is a business first, except if Bud is doing business. Boxing is a business first, unless Bud is doing business. It's wild, dog. It's wild. Tough Glove say he got 6-round fighter. Errol was talking crazy. Yeah, he was talking crazy, man. What's going on? Like people getting mad because Bud said that Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman will never get a shot at the titles. And what? I mean, and what? What are y'all talking about? Y'all claim to be so close to boxing. All hundreds of thousands of you claim to be so close to boxing. But now all of a sudden you're trying to act like you all of a sudden want to implement a behavior change. You know what I'm saying? We have to go into the health and wellness policies that we have in place in boxing. Okay, excuse me. What are those health and wellness policies? Well, to be honest, it's really not one that we have. Oh, no, I'm talking about when it comes to Bud Crawford. Oh, for him? Oh man. First of all, he should vacate those titles. No. We want Spence to be able to have the same opportunity. We want equality. Oh, for real? Yeah, when it comes to Bud, he has to think equality. So what is he doing not for it to be equality? Well, first and foremost, I'm glad you asked me that question. He lost his titles, right? You notice I said HIS, his titles. It used to be his. So don't you think it's fair for him to be able to get another shot? Yeah, sure. That's what Bud is trying to do for him. He's trying to give him another shot. But don't you think it's fair that he pretty much had more titles than Terrence Crawford previous to the first fight? So therefore, even in a losing effort, Errol Spence should be able to have some type of leverage heading into the second fight. He should be able to fight at the weight class he wants. I said, okay. So you think he should be able to fight at 154? Exactly. And another thing too, I don't know if you heard Errol Spence say this, but he also mentioned that the negotiations was grueling. If anything you ever done in life, if you use that word grueling, it sticks with you, don't it? Huh? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. So that's what I believe that hindered him in the fight too. He went through such grueling. Oh, my fault. I had to get that vomit. Out. He went through grueling negotiations, y'all. Grueling, y'all. This man went through grueling negotiations, bro. And he had to come off them concessions to a fighter that was considered the B-side. What kind of boxing business is this? So I think that is a contributor to it, also to why the Snotty Boys are just weeping and being sore losers, bro. You all are being motherfucking sore losers every day of the week. For any one of you all, man, I want to call some names, but I'm not trying to goddamn give all these headstones out at one time. I'm not trying to do it. But it's too many of you all that's up here making excuses about this weight drain shit when they have individuals, qualified individuals in place to provide them with a medical examination. With that assessment that is documented and that fighter is either approved or disapproved. Am I right or wrong? Okay. Let me get back to the groove. Shout out to my colleague, Shot News, the Sauce Experience, aka Showtime Shaw. EJ got an old-fashioned, humble ass whooping. Sometimes when people just kick open the door and toss around Molotov cocktails, you can already know that they don't have too much to say. They're just gonna let the cocktails do the talking. You know what I'm saying? That's all we saying. When somebody comes in and say, "Well, EJ got a old-fashioned humble ass whooping," now that's a lot of people that just frowned up. They got the puckered face. You know what I'm saying? Just like they tripped and fell and found out a porcupine was their sleep. And, they got to go to the doctor now. It's not a good feeling. That's the kind of shit when they hear ass whooping and it's their favorite fighter. They think it's no equality when it comes to Bud being the shot caller. Like he can't say, "Hey, I want to fight at 54 too. I told you I had a hard time making weight too. What are we going to do? But I want this amount of money. I want to get paid. Yes, a rematch. You signed it. It was open-ended for both of us. Whoever wins. It didn't say if Bud Crawford wins. It said whoever wins. And that's where we at with it. Whoever wins, man. So being at Omaha, had the parade for a reason. Let's not play stupid. We didn't have the parade, just because they was cleaning up the streets. Just because goddamn some politicians had some money in the budget. No, they was having a victory parade. So that means the fight was won by the fighter that's residing in Omaha. So snotty boys, I'm saying to myself, I said, how all of a sudden a sport that entertains human beings from all walks of life. I said this several times before. It entertains human beings from all different type of turnstiles. Turnstiles that's coming straight out of prison. Turnstiles of individuals who's had rough journeys and excursions in life. You talking about dark alleyways. You're talking about individuals who's some of the most, I'm talking about grimiest, cutthroat individuals have been able to go into the sport of boxing and compete and make a living. It's no honor system here. It's not about morals and principles on this bitch. It's not. So therefore, it's just amazing that they have an issue with Bud beating Spence the way he did. And now that he's on the top. He's sitting atop the throne. Now they want to break it down even further and have a problem with everything he says. There's no way that any one of you all can say that he's ducking anybody. It's hilarious. That's hilarious. Bud's ducking Keith Thurman. Bud's ducking Danny Garcia. Come on, man. Look, I know it's enough laughter to go around, but come on, man. People are ripping their abdominal regions apart, man. These tear jerkers are causing people, you know what I'm saying, to lose certain functionality of their bodies, man. Stop. It's hilarious, dog. Talking about this man's a ducking. Come on, stop that shit, bro. Bud stole the bully Spence lunch money. Man, that was a lot of lunch money in them titles, huh? He shouldn't have been walking around with that much lunch money on him, Javier. Come on now. You know the deal. Who told him to walk around with that much lunch money? No, he ain't eating that much now. He was trying to show off, man. I'm glad I wasn't at Vegas. Either way, they would have been mad at me. But hey, what do I know? Man, could you imagine, being able to be in Vegas? Man, I would have loved to shoot that fight. I would have loved to lens the moment. Oh my God, I would have loved it. I would have absolutely enjoyed getting some stills from that fight. Man, they would have hated me until the end. And, and especially if me and Shaw would have been shooting at the man, come on, that's impossible. Why am I talking about a feat that's impossible? It's impossible for me to even fathom that we could both shoot that fight at the same time and be able to come and use our own content as thumbnails. Oh my God. Come on now. Cody, what's good? He said Bugs Bunny got a damn gun on Elmer Fudd. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Talk to him, Cody. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The rabbit has the gun. And I talk about him adjusting windage earlier. Bud is adjusting windage. He's adjusting the aperture on that. I mean, his optics are great. He got some very high-end optics, man. This man said, if I'm going to fight 154, you're going to pay me, bro. You're going to pay me. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're going to pay me. But what am I listening? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to say, no, boxing ain't dead, man. The fans ain't dead. And then you look on the YTC and you're just like, yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's just about there. They was trying to fight MF after the fight. It was hilarious. Hey, man. Hey, nobody told them to plan that secret trip and go to Vegas. They thought for some reason they was going to plan a trip and they was going to be able to throw it all in everybody else's face. Look, Tough Glove. They thought they was going to take a group picture, bro. Ain't that what they thought, Shot News? They was going to take a group picture and they was going to all be hugged up together like, this is what family looks like. They was going to take a group picture, say, this is what family looks like. And then they would have had the Brady Bunch music in the background. Here's a story of a group of, you know what I'm saying? They thought they was going to take a group picture, bro. They thought they was going to put on the Smoking Bud Pack shirts and cheese from ear to ear as if Errol Spence would have pulled out the victory. They would have thought in their living days, bro, that a moment like this could have accosted them. They believed it, y'all. They thought this moment would happen July 29th when Bud Crawford's mom was in attendance and it was her birthday. Who planned that trip? Are they still in business? Huh? Because they need to be fired effectively immediately. Because who in the hell hired them as a travel agent? You feel me? Who hired them as a travel agent? Who? Seriously, who hired them as a travel agent? They know damn well that Errol Spence wasn't coming up out of there when it was freaking Terrence's mother's birthday. That's first and foremost. It was not the fact, we can say Eminem, M or whatever. We can say him walking out. No. It was mom's birthday, bro. That's the top of the bucket list. Mom's birthday. Okay. M. Okay. Second, coming out, with the nets on the freaking outfit and the fishing nets, all that, you know what I'm saying? All that, then, I'm tying that into the pre-camps and everything, training like you going in there with a fighter that's already undisputed, all that, you know what I'm saying? All that. He had a bucket list and he went in there and just destroyed the foundation of sanity with these snotty boys. You know what I'm saying? He destroyed them, y'all. He destroyed their ass, bro. That's a bad man. That's a bad man. For real. That's a bad man right there, bro. Shout out to Bud Crawford beats No Credit Canelo Alvarez. What's good with it, brother? How you feeling, man? I see you in the building. Y'all definitely go check out Bud Crawford beats No Credit Canelo Alvarez, man. Go check him out. He be having some fire content over there, man. Shout out to Dragon Leg, man. What's good with it, brother? Thinkers Think is on deck. Bud gonna beat that man Orthodox next fight. Oh my God. I've been trying to just wait till the fight actually reveals itself, Cobain. I mean, all I'm trying to do is speak hypotheticals every now and then, just give my OP, you know what I'm saying? Just give a summation of what's on my mind and all that, what I've been listening to, you know, my recall memory when I'm still decent. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to put the recall memory to work because I'm extremely disappointed in what I'm saying. Like they trying to act like, yeah, Crawford's on top of the throne, but he has to get permission from the people that's below. He got to request permission. Excuse me, I know I'm the king, but can you grant me? I really want some of those what they call them. There's a different type of grapes. They're like in between green and purple. Yeah, they're the sweetest ones. Oh my God, they're so sweet. And can I request some kiwi this time? Yeah. And can I get like more than two orders throughout the day? Yeah. You know, it's almost like if he has a special request, he has to ask the peasants, can he go about doing it that way? Come on, bro. Man, I've never seen anybody like he has to watch his words. King, come on now. You set an example now. I don't like that tone. Come on, King. King, come on, stop it. Bud gonna beat that man Orthodox, man. It's just wow. You know what I'm saying? That's just gonna be wild, man. Bud come out there because he said at the last minute he decided to fight Southpaw at the last freaking minute. So if that is indeed the case, that's savage, bro. You wait at the last minute to fight that man Southpaw the entire fight. That's savage. That's savage, man. EJ was talking crazy and went out there and got worked over. Got him. You know what I'm saying? Sean Hughes, man, that nigga got worked. Damn, dog. Yeah, that dude got worked, man. Work wasn't the word. If you looking for words to start with a W, man, god damn it, he got wrecked. W wrecked. You know what I'm saying? He got wrecked. For real. He got wrecked so bad that the people just wasn't believing that was his face could start perspiring. You know what I'm saying? That red liquid. And I say, you know, to be petty, if you saying that's blood that's coming out his face, really actually it's not. What do you mean, WCS? Stop being, man, this ain't the time for that. I'm just saying, in reality, it's not red. Like it's actually blue when it's in your body. Okay. That's just a helpful thought. So you saying it's blue? Then why when we see it come out as red? I say because that's what it turns when oxygen get a hold of it. You know what I'm saying? You know how we breathe, right? When it's exposed out to the element oxygen, it turns red. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talking about. It's really blue. So just use your imagination and look at it as being blue. Okay, that's all you gotta do. It's that easy. It's just like when you highlight a comment in StreamYard. It's blue, right? Okay, that's the same thing. And then when you click off the comment, it goes away. The blue disappears. That's the same thing. That's blood. Okay. It's just you had to witness somebody that was influencing that red to come out through the pores of that particular adversary. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't a popular fighter. That's why you're mad. You know what I'm saying? He beat the strawberry juice out that dude for real. I have been busy, but I still check in. You're still the king of the boxing content. I appreciate that, Tony. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you pulling up, big dog. For real. Samar Warren on deck. What's good with it, King? Peace and blessings, beloved. Salute WCS certified. Stamp the like button and support the grind. Yes, sir. We just, we just up here talking, right? I'm just trying to find out why people don't want the king to do what a king's supposed to do. Why can't this king talk the way he want to talk, walk the way he want to walk? You know what I'm saying? Because he definitely fight the way he want to fight. We seen that July 29th. Ain't nobody disputing that. That's why they mad now. I'm telling you, that's why they mad, y'all. They are extremely angry. They have accused this man of being juiced, having Tropicana in his veins, y'all. They have accused this man of everything in the book. But yet, they're coming to the realization that once again, just like all the shit they was talking prior to him stepping in the ring July 29th, all that did not stop Errol Spence from getting that ass beat. And then only now, all the accusations that they putting up, it's not one. When I tell you, it hasn't been one. Like listen to me. It hasn't been one. Listen to me now. It hasn't been one article that came out that was saying that Terrence Crawford popped dirty on a test. It hasn't been two. It hasn't been two articles that came out that Terrence Crawford not only popped dirty on the test, but pending further investigation. Look, not two, not even three, y'all. That he had popped dirty on urinalysis, on the violent testing, right? And then next to that, he is going to be stripped of those titles that he won. And check this out. And he will also be suspended from the sport. Those three right there, I haven't heard that Salvation Army bell ringing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's supposed to when you get a question right. Ring-a-ding-ding. No, I haven't heard that. Pop dirty on the test, stripped of the titles, and suspended from the sport. Oh my God. I talked to a notable manager in the game. He said, don't nobody want to see that massacre again. And I quote, but hey, what do I know? They are saying they don't want to be front and center to watch that in person. No, man, we gotta hope for this fight to happen, man, because it's going down in the same place. We have to hope that it happens again, because listen, I believe these snotty boys is whining all the time. I believe they're gonna plan another trip. The reason why I believe that is that they believe the second time around that they can better prepare themselves for the second part 2 of the massacre. That's all. They won't cry as much as they did the first time around. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a long walk back to the hotel. And then they had to prepare to catch that flight home. Oh my God, please stop it, dog. Oh my God, you're not right, dog. Why you have to bring this up, Showtime, man? Look, Sean News, let me ask you something. Haven't you matured over the last several years to this topic? Don't you want to go on a peacekeeping mission and just try to clean up? You know, almost like when it comes to religion, and don't you want to sign up to be the YTC missionary? You know what I'm saying? If you're willing to do it, I'll help too. I'll go on that journey with you. If you want to start up a missionary, association, yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I believe I can spread the word along with a group of other like-minded individuals, and we can really clean this place up. I swear. And goddamn, it's gonna be tough dealing with the snotty boys. But I think it can happen, bro. We have to get some doctors involved, though. If we can get them on the right medication and talk some sense into them, I think they can convert from stupidity to ignorance to competence. Yes. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Real talk. Hold on for a second, y'all. I'm back, people. It's a parade inside my city. I've been feeling like I won those belts. Hey, first of all, if you in the city, right, man, if you marching through the streets, you should be high stepping through that bitch. You know what I'm saying? High stepping on their ass. Cha, cha. Every step they hear you, goddamn, coming. You know what I'm saying? And they hear you marching down the street, goddamn. Ta, ta. Yeah, I'm that motherfucking happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm that happy, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You should. Because if you pin all the positive and the negative up to that point, July 29th, it creates a very, very great backstory. And you take it to the moment of when he actually got it done and became a part of history for two-time undisputed. That in itself further extends that out, to be a part of boxing history. It's incredible. You know what I'm saying? It's incredible. So you should be high stepping through the streets. You know what I'm saying? They say the passport bros are at an all-time high. What I don't know is those are the aerosexuals leaving the country. Yeah, that was smooth, man. The passport bros are goddamn leaving America. Like, hey, Carlos, they can't blame it on the women. They can't blame it on the women, dog. You know what I'm saying? They can't blame it on the women like it's their fault. We must give credit to certain individuals who's been overlooked. Shout out to the guy who made Spence eye mouth piece stated no fight. You ain't lying, right? You know what I'm saying? That dude he didn't even get 5 minutes of fame, y'all. That dude got a good 3 minutes. 3 minutes of fame, right? Peep this out. I wondered that Errol, was he able to return and get a refund on the mouthpiece that had the shark or the fish on it? Because one of them had the eye and the other one had the fish. So when we found out that Spence had the eye, I think that triggered Crawford. Real talk. You know how they saying the seeing eye, the all seeing eye. I think when Crawford found out he had that freaking mouthpiece in with the eye on it, that's what really pissed him off. The goddamn aim and hit that motherfucker in the mouth as much as he did. For real, I think that triggered Crawford. You know, Bud said no more. You up here wearing this eye like you gonna collect my eye, nigga? Okay, all right. Okay, you was better off wearing the fish because I wore the net. You was better off doing that. But you want to talk about eye collecting? No, 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 no. Obviously, somebody's not. No, it's not happening. No, it's not happening, bro. Shout out to the idiots who brought the last drop season T-shirts. Oh man, that's another good one, dog. Shout out to the idiots who bought the last drop season T-shirts. Smith was selling. Damn, that's crazy. The motherfuckers probably still in the package, dog. Hey, shout out to those. You know, another thing I heard people say some shit like, "Hey, man, if they really never open the package, you know what I'm saying? That may be worth something in the future if they didn't open the package. You know what I'm saying? If it's all brand new. No, what you need to do is listen to the Big Lotto. You know what I'm saying? And goddamn rip that shit out the package like it's brand new and use it to goddamn polish up your furniture. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to do. You need to buy a fresh can of Pledge and polish up that furniture. That's it. That's all you can do. Yeah, I'm about to get off and I forgot that too. I forgot it was freaking boxing on. Yes, let me see. Let me see. Can I even pull that up? Damn. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Can I? Is it still any going on? Unleash your potential. Let's see. Sources say Errol Spence Jr. has a plan B, like when a woman thinks she's pregnant. I don't want to understand with Tip Zoo. Oh my God, man. What are y'all on today, man? For real. You try to say, God damn. I guess he would like for that to have been the case July 29th, Samad. If he had a plan B, then we wouldn't be talking about Bud being the champion because he could just get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? He's just get rid of. That's an interesting fact right there. You know what I'm saying? That's an interesting point. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's just a little bit late on the plan B. That's an interesting point, man. Yeah, boxing is on. Dang. Who is this dude? Vargas? They in round 3. Vargas just stopped the dude, man. Them Vargas boys be goddamn fighting. I ain't gonna lie. People say they're a pretty boy all they want. Them Vargas boys, man, they've been in some freaking fights in their life, man. People say, I remember they used to call them pretty boys and all that, just like they call their dad back in the day. Them Vargas boys be getting it in. I ain't gonna lie. Them Vargas boys be throwing them hands, man. For real. They ain't afraid to get in it. They're not afraid to get in it. Real talk. Damn, I can't believe I missed that. I like watching them Vargas boys fight. They go Leonard. Is that Leonard over there? No, they couldn't be Leonard over there. Who is that over there in that suit? Nah, my eyes playing tricks on. What are you talking about, Leonard? Leonard wouldn't be it, no. They did a panoptic goddamn view from the top, man. I just glanced over there, but let me see. Hit him with a left. He missed him with the hook. Man, y'all on something tonight, man. Y'all, for real. For real. Y'all acting up for real. You know how they used to say back in the day, I'm gonna get you if you acting up. You better not be in there acting up. You better not be in there acting up. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you one time, you better not be acting up. What does acting up mean? You know what it means. What if I be acting down? Go get that switch. Go get that switch out the back. I'm not gonna get no switch that's for me. I'm going to run away. You want me to get my own switch so you can beat me with it? Hell no. I'm out. I'm going to stay with grandma. Boxing fan talk. What's good, man? Monty King boxing salute to you. What's good with it, Ron? The man say he gonna get a plan B, man. Just the insanity of thinking if that a possibility, that's really some, you know what I'm saying? That's a wild sense of the imagination. You know what I'm saying? That man need to give his opponent a plan B. Just goddamn get rid of this day. It don't exist no more. It's done. Over. You didn't win, bro. I still got the belts, man. We'll do it again another day, man. But you go ahead. But I felt like I did win. No, man. You say you took that plan B I gave you. Okay, cool. And you're gonna be experiencing a lot of shit like it did. No. It didn't happen that way, bro. Shout out to Big Bunch and Boxing. What's good with it, bro? The Goldie's in the building. Salute to you, man. Bud absorbed all the strength from the Earth's core and beat that man. He did, man. However he channeled and lined up and got his zen, put that zen together. However he channeled all that energy, man. He has these people rethinking how they are living for real. For real, he has these people not able to mentally function with a percentage of stability that they're able to go in here and be productive in their everyday workplace. He has destroyed them from afar, y'all. And not to mention the PTSD that's going around for those who showed up in Vegas that day. For those individuals who got in a private chat and say, you know what? Let's all put our monies together and plan this trip. We can do it. Oh my God, it's just going to be a chevaux like no other. We're going to rub it in their face. We can do it. Nah, not today, buddy. Not today. Spence said, oh God, you won't stop me. Yeah. Didn't he, Cody? Didn't he? He said, on God, you won't stop me. On God. Spence used God as an assurance that he would win. He said it. He said, on God, you ain't stopping me. At that point, just think about how big Spence was, right? And how small Crawford looked. Like Spence was obviously up in weight. He had a big ass hoodie on his head. He up there wrapped up so nobody can see shit. And he had some weight on. Look, Spence was probably weighing 190 easy when he bumped into Crawford that day. He was probably 190 easily. And the way he's looking at it's like, okay, from me fighting a bigger Kell Brook, you can't stop me, dude. Spence actually believed that. Like, dude, look at you. You can't stop me, bro. You too small. You can't stop me. Look, he felt it. He felt that was it, bro. He felt as big as he was, he couldn't be stopped, man. AB was a big influence on God. Man, AB, man, has been seen. AB has been seen in the Mickey D's. I guess the drive-through worker spit on his food or something like that. I don't know what it was, but AB walked in there with no shirt on. He didn't give a damn what nobody thought about him. That's AB though, man. That's what I like about AB. He keep it the same way all the time, bro. But hey, man, y'all hold this down, man. Big shout out to the hottest chat in the MFing game, A-Side official. It's been another great one. Man, y'all be sure to hit the like button on your way out and understand if for those who continue to not believe, hit the replay. Y'all must have forgot. You know, we're talking about Terrence Bud Crawford 40-0 snack alumni. God damn it. I'm saying it. He is part of the snack alumni. So if they are providing you with the essentials, the supplements, and anything you need to help you with that recovery, you take that shit because it is deemed legal. God damn it. He is part of the snack alumni. So if we want to talk about the one on the left turning into one on the right, so fucking be it. What y'all should do is goddamn get together and petition to get that shit approved for the budget and pay Bud Crawford what he deserves. You know what I'm saying? Period. Ain't no discussion. You know, shot callers make the call. I'm out. Peace.
Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best, you gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy, is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come back. Sports, talking way too much, world come back. Sports, talking way too much, world come back. Sports.